Government officials outlining plans for Nomination Day. The political temperature rising on Grand Bahama and the colors gold and red are on the move. The discovery of a marijuana field in a local subdivision.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shoshana Roll. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news this evening, the build-up to the May 10th general election continues. With nomination day only 2 days away, officials held a press conference this afternoon to update the general public on the location of where nominations will take place on Grand Bahama and what needs to happen in order for residents to successfully cast their ballots come election day. Italia Hall has our top story.
Nomination day for all candidates from each political party, as well as those who are running independent, will take place on Thursday, April 20th. Assistant Parliamentary Commissioner Reno Smith says nominations will take place between the hours of 9 a.m. and 12 p.m.
Persons who intend to run in this general election, you can please come and collect your nomination form. Make sure they are properly endorsed by 5 qualified persons who reside in the constituency you wish to represent.
Here are the various nomination centers. In Central Grand Bahama, nominations will be held in the foyer at the St. George's High School with returning officer Preston Cooper. In the Marco City constituency, nominations will be held at the Jack Haywood High School with Administrator Preston Cunningham as the returning officer. In Pine Ridge, nominations will take place in the Education Center at the Pro-Cathedral of Christ the King. Mary Cooper is the returning officer. For the West Grand Bahama and Bimini constituency, nominations will be held in the foyer of the 8 Mile Rock East Township office. Administrator Brenda Bullard Coburg is the returning officer. And in the East Grand Bahama constituency, Administrator Harvey Roberts is the returning officer at the Administrator's office. Smith says the advanced poll will be held on May 3rd at the Police Training College.
We're inviting persons who wish to vote early to collect the Form K from the Parliamentary Registration Department here in the National Insurance Building. And the Form K is required for persons who are traveling prior to election and wish for their vote to be counted, as well as for persons who have prearranged medical procedures.
And as for parents with children abroad, Smith is encouraging those parents to collect a Form J as soon as possible.
We're advising you to please come to the Parliamentary Registration Department to get your Form J for your kids, have them fill it out to go to the nearest voting post in America, Canada, Haiti, Jamaica, even Houston, Texas this time at the Honorary Consulate.
Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Well, 2 political parties going head-to-head with major events held this past Easter Monday. The Progressive Liberal Party taking its political machinery to West End in grand style as the PLP held one of its largest motorcades ever. Some describe it not as a motorcade, but a monstercade. It took the train of vehicles which began in Freeport at the PLP headquarters a reported 4 hours before the massive group arrived at the western end of the island. Thousands of persons lined up to take part in the Progressive Liberal Party's Easter Monday Family Fun Day in West End. Supporters say while Grand Bahama was once known as F&M country, many, like the last election, will be voting under the PLP banner and going gold.
Hey, like the F&M say, crowd don't speak. But Grandmama was expecting to see this today.
It's a massive turnout, much more than I anticipated. But if this is a sign of victory in Grand Bahama, and all the people vote the way they turn out, I don't want to call no numbers, but I think we will be in very good shape.
I've been voting from 78. Okay, and it's the first time in my life I ever see Grand Bahama. They say it gone red, they scared, because it over. All they see is crop growing. Didn't you see the rainfall? Hello, it over.
Wow, it was a monster kid. It's over. Gold Rush has taken over Freeport. It is over. PLP all the way, and we're headed for 2 straight.
It's the only party for me. They're doing the right thing in the country, and if we vote another way, things will be stopped.
During the Family Fun Day, residents expressed how they are eagerly awaiting May 10th, the date that is set for the general election.
We're on the ground and we're working, and what we're going to do is one seat at a time.
I'm so excited that I take that day off.
Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I can't even sleep at nights. That's how anxious I am to mark my act to duck the devil all the way.
With just 3 weeks left before the country heads to the polls, Secretary General for the PLP, Michelle Reckley, had this to say.
Remember to mark your ex, Perry Gladstone Christie. He's the right man for the job. He's a true leader. He is proven. He has been tried. He is tested. And he will return this country to the good old days. PLP on the way!
Well, from the Progressive Liberal Party, we move now to the Free National Movement. The FNM hosting a number of activities yesterday. The political party made 3 stops across the island, with the final stop in the Marco City constituency, where supporters gathered for a free concert. Italia Hall was there, and she filed this report.
Hundreds of Free National Movement supporters, all dressed in red and waving their paraphernalia, turned out for the free Easter Monday holiday concert outside of the Marco City headquarters in the parking lot of the Joel Plaza, Freeport. The event setting the stage for performances by many Bahamian artists, who got the crowd going as many danced and sang to the musical beats. These supporters say they have confidence in the FNM to move Grand Bahama forward, and on Election Day, May 10th, they will cast ballots for the candidate of their choice.
Under the FNM government, I can guarantee that Bahamians will not only succeed but have a better chance and a better opportunity, not just for people like me, but for the generations coming up. So to attend this function tonight was just to make known that, hey, I'm FNM, I'm here, and I'm not scared. And come May 10th, we're going to vote them out.
We want to change it, Grand Bahama, because we are suffering too long. So it is FNM time. The Bahamian people cannot take another month of the PLP.
Among the supporters was the mother of the FNM candidate for Marco City.
Michael Pintar is my youngest child. I'm his mother. I was here from the 17th because I know I need to stand, pull down strongholds, because I know God has a purpose for his life and he needs to serve his country.
Many are predicting that this time around,
Grandmama is FNM country, and this time they'll vote FNM.
Right now, I feel proud to be a part of this crowd.
Seeing the support growing, I'm looking at the crowd, and we'll see when the mega rally, what the turnout is. But it looks like Grand Bahama is fully supporting the Free National Movement.
As a young person, as a grandmother, we need help here in Freeport, so that's why I'm supporting Michael Pintar and the FNM.
How do you feel about the turnout here tonight?
The turnout here is great. Couldn't be no better.
I feel like Grandmama is going to go full way at all 5 seats. Pakisha in the west, Peter in the east, Marco Pine and Pine Ridge, Pintar in Marco City, and Lewis and Central Grandmama. So I feel we're going to fill the full 5 out.
an FNM rally is set for 8 p.m. on Friday, April 21st in the parking lot of a social affair. Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
In news from the crime beat, a large marijuana field discovered by police in one of Grand Bahama's newest communities. Reports are that on Monday, shortly before 8 p.m., officers of the fire department were in the Chesapeake area extinguishing a large bush fire. Officials say it was then that they discovered over 100 suspected marijuana plants ranging from between seedlings to 4 feet in height in the bushes. Now, no arrests were made, and officers from the Drug Enforcement Unit are investigating this matter. Anyone with any information regarding any crime, no matter how big or how small or how insignificant the tip may seem, you are urged to anonymously contact the police at 919 or Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS, New Providence, or 1-242-300-8476 in the Family Islands. Stay with us, there's more news when we come back.